Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's Eric Robertson here. Today I'm going to go over a little bit about the compound effect. It's a good book. Some of you don't like to read for whatever reason, but you need to do at least, my opinion, at least more than 10 minutes a day of just reading in general. And then on top of that, listening to an audio, commuting to work or from work or whatever. But I'm going to go over, it's called The Three Friends. It's in the book. Like I said, some of you don't like to read, so I'll read it for you. And it talks about, it basically talks about being persistent and consistent over time will result in success. So what the story is, kind of about being steady and consistent and how it will pay off. So that's the bottom line of this, and I'm just gonna read it straight from the book so I don't mess it up, because I didn't come up with the story, so I'm just gonna read it. And it's okay, The Three Friends. Let's take three buddies who all grew up together. They live in the same neighborhood with very similar sensibilities. Each makes around $50,000 a year. They're all married and have average health and body weight, plus a little bit of that dreaded, marriage flab. Friend number one, Larry, let's call him Larry, plods along doing as he always has done. He's happy, or so he thinks, but complains occasionally that nothing ever changes. Friend number two, Scott, starts making some small, seemingly, inconsequential, I can't read, you don't have to be smart to make money, guys. Positive changes. He begins reading 10 pages of a good book per day and listening to 30 minutes of something instructional or inspirational on his commute to work. That's just like I said. Scott wants to see changes in his life, but doesn't want to make a fuss over it. He recently read an interview with Dr. Oz in Success Magazine and chose one idea from the article to implement into his life. He's going to cut 125 calories from his diet every day. No big deal. We're talking about maybe a cup of cereal or less. Trading that can of soda for a bottle of seltzer, switching from mayo to mustard on a sandwich. He's also going to start walking a couple thousand steps per day, less than a mile, no grand acts of bravery or effort, stuff anyone could do. But Scott is determined to stick with these choices, knowing that even though they're simple, he could also easily be tempted to abandon them. Friend number three, Brad, makes a few poor choices. He recently bought a new big screen TV so he can watch more of his favorite programs. He's been trying out the new recipes he's seen on the Food Channel. The cheesy casseroles, desserts, they're all his favorite. Oh, and he installed a bar in his family room and added one alcoholic drink per week to his diet. Nothing crazy. Brad just wants to have a little more fun. At the end of the 5 months, no perceivable differences exist among the friends. Scott continues to read a little bit every night and listens to audios during his commuter. Brad is enjoying life and doing less. Larry keeps doing as he always has. Even though each man has his own pattern of behavior, 5 months isn't long enough to see any real decline or improvement in their situations. In fact, if you charted the three men's weight, you'd see a rounding error of 0. They'd look exactly alike. At the end of the 10 months, we still can't see noticeable changes in any of their lives. It's not until we get to the end of the 18th month that the slightest differences are measurable in these three friends of appearances. But at about month 25, we start seeing really measurable, visible differences. At month 27, we see an expansive difference, and by month 31, the change is startling. Brad is now fat while Scott is trim by simply cutting 125 calories a day in 31 months. Scott has lost 33 pounds. Guys, 31 months equals 940 days. 940 days times 125 calories is 117,500 calories. 117,500 calories divided by 3,500 calories, which is the calories in a pound, equals 33.5 pounds. Okay, Brad ate only 125 more calories more a day in the same time frame and gained 33.5 pounds. Now he weighs 67 pounds more than Scott. but the differences are more significant than that. Scott's invested almost about 1,000 hours reading good books and listening to self-improvement audios. By putting his newly gained knowledge into practice, he's earned a promotion and a raise. Best of all, his marriage is thriving. Brad, he's unhappy at work, his marriage is on the rocks, and Larry is pretty much exactly where he was at the beginning. So guys, that is just something about, if you're not persistent and consistent, you're non-existent in my eyes. Guys, I'm 20 years old and I do personal development every day. You have to do personal development. You can't say go blame it on the economy. You can't blame it on certain things. It's you. Alright, you can listen to me or don't listen to me. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. What I've done has worked, and if you're probably watching this, what you've done hasn't worked. If you want your business to grow, you have to do personal development. There is no more stress on any business. It's literally any business in general that you do. Okay? It's not just for whatever you can imagine. And I'm going to tell you this, no matter what you say you lack in skill, if you're not smart, I wasn't smart, guys. And I'm not smart, but I work harder. For whatever you lack in skill and experience, you just have to work harder. So if if a guy has an IQ way better than yours, well, that means you better work your ass off. Because hard work beats talent, and we all know that. And that's the God-given truth. If you miss a free throw in basketball, I love basketball. If you miss a free throw, then go shoot 1,000 shots for the next 30 days. If you can't dribble with your left hand, tie your right hand behind your back and dribble with your left hand 3 hours a day. That may sound a little extreme, but guys, that's the truth. You can't complain about a change and you don't change. That doesn't make sense. No one can change anything for you. You have to make a change. Okay, and right now, I want you to let's see. Let's do this for now in this video. I want you guys to write out a few excuses you might be clinging to. You're not smart enough. You don't have the education. Your parents didn't bring you up right. Whatever your excuse is. Okay? Decide to make up in hard work and personal development to outcompete anyone. And I'm reading this from the book. Okay? Write out the half-dozen small, seemingly steps you can take every day that can take your life in a completely new and positive direction. Write down the small actions you can stop doing that might be compounding your results downward. List a few areas, skills, or outcomes where you have been most successful in the past, considering whether you could be taking those for granted and are not continuing to improve and are therefore in jeopardy of having that complacency lead to future failure. And what that last one means is when you become successful, you can't get complacent because you got to continue doing what you did to get there. So if I come up and I say I start a new restaurant, if the restaurant becomes successful, I have really nice employees and they greet everyone with a smile, the food's top, the top scale. Once once people say our wait goes on 2 hours and everyone's like, we have to eat here, don't get complacent. Don't, if your employees start being smart asses and then your food drops and your food's a hit or miss, then your business will collapse. Pretty simple, guys. Don't be complacent and never stop being a student of the game. Life's a game. You're going to get played or you're going to play it. Because if you take care of reality, that's my choice, or reality will take care of you. I promise that. And that may sound weird, that may sound cheesy. It's the truth. Either you go make it happen or people are going to control what happens to you. Guys, I love you all. Read, 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 and read. Can't stress it enough. If you need any recommendations on books, let me know. Guys, if you guys are looking for audio files and personal development, my company personally has a product called the Inner Circle. It's an amazing amazing mastermind of the psychology of the mind. It's just a personal development. It will blow your mind away. It blows my mind away every time I listen to it. They add a new audio file every week. It's incredible. So if you want that, go down and click the link. If not, if you want to go be broke, get off this video. Not trying to be a dick. If you want to get off this video, go get a book. Go get something else. GoPro is a good one. It's a audio file. Guys, anything that can develop your mind is good. But watching TV is not. That is all air. Automatic income reducers. Okay, get off your ass. Don't play Xbox. Don't play this. Don't smoke. Don't drink. Go grow your business. All right. See you.